My name is Jujutsu Shelf, and I'm proud to be doing another haul with my hard-earned money. What's going on, folks? Zach from Jujutsu Shelf here. Hope you guys are doing good and reading lots of manga, and big shout out to the YouTube auto-captioner for completely, probably, screwing up Jujutsu Shelf. Jujutsu Shelf. There, it can't possibly screw it up now. It has been a busy month for me personally, manga-wise. I've been getting back into manga, I've been making more manga videos, I've been reading a hell of a lot, and of course, my preferred method of reading manga is physical copies. I love books, and I thought I had a thing, but I guess that's where the sentence naturally ends. So in order to read manga for me, I have to go out and buy books, or stay in and buy books, or have people bring books to me. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the manga that I bought in June 2020. First up on this haul, we've got Volume 4 of Gege Akutami's Jujutsu Kaisen with the GOAT, Satoru Gojo, on the cover there. Honestly, this is such a good series. I've already read it, I'm caught up, I read it every week, but just being able to reread it from the beginning in physical format, especially with the anime coming out this fall, has just been a treat. This volume finishes off the first major story arc in the series where Mahito essentially tricks Junpei, who's this down-on-his-luck kid who gets bullied. He just wants to fit in, but everybody treats him like crap. And it finishes it off with this fantastic fight between Mahito and Yuji, and it's just, whew. But now we're getting into just like the meat and potatoes of Jujutsu Kaisen, because the Goodwill event arc is where we see Yuji's best move ever, where we get to see just how much of a goat that Gojo is, and I'll leave it there because it's spoilers and I could talk about it all day, and I already have talked about it really. But yeah, Volume 4, fantastic series. If you haven't picked this up, go check it out on the Shonen Jump app, and yeah, that's all I can say. It's a good series, go and read it. Next up, we got Volume 1 of Tokyo Tarareba Girls, a bit different from the things that I usually read. But one of my best friends, Callum from On The Shelf, decided to just give me this as a gift. He thought if I didn't like it, my fiance definitely would, and I believe she already read it, and I believe she did. Now, because I have absolutely no idea what this series is about, I'm going to link one of On The Shelf's videos down below. Check it out. He's a fantastic YouTuber as well. He's one of my favorite people on this platform. We have a podcast together, and he's just an all-around good guy. He just gave me manga. How can he not be? You gotta love the guy. Next up is a manga that I always joke that whenever anybody is getting into collecting manga, everybody always seems to buy this. I haven't bought it, for whatever reason, until today, because I got it free with my Waterstones card. And that is All You Need Is Kill. It is a just one-shot that adapts a very fantastic novel, by the way, and I believe it's available through Haikasoru through Viz. And it was also adapted into a live-action movie featuring none other than, who gives a shit, Tom Cruise. Jokes aside, though, that movie is actually really badass, so definitely go check it out. The story is set in this world where Earth is under siege by these aliens called mimics, and the main characters are these two soldiers who cannot die. So every time they go into battle and they get killed, they loop back to basically the day before and do it all over again. Now, the two main characters eventually start working together once they realize that they're going through the exact same thing. And I've read the manga before, and this is going to be a very weird thing to say. The Tom Cruise live-action movie is better. But I mean, I still like the manga. I had a free book on my Waterstones card, and there was really honestly nothing. There's never really anything to buy at the Waterstones in town anyway, so I thought, why not? Why not? It's a free book. You can't. It's hard to pass up free. I say that, and then I went to another Waterstones a week later, and they had something I actually wanted, but it was too expensive, and, you know, whatever. Next up is Gyo by Junji Ito. I'm not a huge horror fan. I'm not a big fan of Junji Ito to begin with. I like his stories, and I like his art, but just overall, I'm not a big horror fan. That's really all there is to it. There's nothing wrong with Junji Ito in my eyes, but not a big fan of scaring myself. No. But Gyo I do like, and it was cheap, and it was on sale for like £5, and I thought, you know what? Yes, I'll scare myself just this once. Just this once. Next in the June haul, we've got Omnibus 7 of 20th Century Boys by Naoki Urasawa. And I've been saying this every time I buy the volumes. I want to buy more of them. I want to amass a bit more of a collection of them before I get into reading them, because I read the first one, didn't have the rest of them, and I thought this is going to be a pain in the ass to wait for these. So now that I have up to Omnibus 7, I'm just going to barrel through them. I'm going to read them all in one go. Now, there basically isn't a Naoki Urasawa manga I don't like. Like, I'm still working my way through Pluto. I want to wait until I collected all of that as well. I'm just kind of dragging my feet on it. Now, even only reading the first omnibus of 20th Century Boys and already loving all of Naoki Urasawa's work as it is, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is going to be my favorite series by him, and anyone who thinks otherwise can fight me. So for those of you who follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the next thing I'm about to show you is probably going to be no surprise. That's Gamon Sakurai's Ajin. That's volumes 2 through 9, and then volume 14. So I think I gotta read volume 13 and then volume 14, and then I'm caught up and I gotta wait until volume 15 comes out, which is going to be a pain in the ass, because I absolutely love this series, and this is one of those series that I'm like, why didn't I read this sooner? because it's so good. I'm not going to sing its praises too much because I'm actually working on a video right now. I kind of took a break to film this haul, and yeah, I love it. Go read Ajin if you haven't. It's available from Vertical, and so good. Actually, before I stop talking about Ajin, can we take a moment to appreciate how much of a badass the main antagonist Sato is? Like, he might be one of the best, if not the best manga villain ever. Just flat out ever. Like, a lot of manga villains, they have these harrowing backstories, or they're good guys that turn bad for whatever reason. There's always something that, like, justifies them being bad. But the way Gamon Sakurai wrote Sato, it's just like, yeah, I like killing people. It's fun. Now, the final item on my manga haul for June 2020 is something that Callum from On The Shelf was selling, and he said the only way I could get it was if I drove up and got it in person. So I did, and we watched Pro Marinate Pizza, and it was badass. And that is the Fullmetal Alchemist box set. Never read this series, only watched the 03 anime and maybe half of Brotherhood, so I am going to get stuck right into this once I finish Ajin. It's empty right now because I put it all up on my shelf, and I'm not getting it all down because that would be a pain in the ass to put away. Fullmetal Alchemist has always haunted me as one of those, like, series that everybody loves and everybody's watched or read that I just kind of haven't. Like, I've watched all of the 03 anime. I have watched up until, I think, Mustang is crying. It's like that scene where he's crying. He's like, it's a good day for rain in the Brotherhood anime. And I've tried watching Brotherhood a couple times, and that's a scene I always just get to and then for whatever reason drop off at. I am going to give Fullmetal Alchemist a proper go because I will need something to fill the hole until the next volume of Ajin comes out. Anyways, folks, that is it for the June 2020 manga haul. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Let me know what you guys have been buying. Either hit me up in the comments over on Instagram or Twitter at UtsuShelf. And before I go, I'm going to plug a couple things that I got coming up. So the first thing is episode 4 of Between the Shelves is coming very soon. All I have to do is edit it and upload it, and I'm going to do that probably after I'm done editing and uploading this. And while we're on the topic of podcasts, you guys remember Alonzi, right? This guy? Glasses, hair, etc. He and I have actually started a podcast of our own called Hello Senpai. The first episode just dropped. You can listen to it on all the major platforms, as well as YouTube. I'll leave a whole bunch of links in the description below. Guys, it was a fantastic first episode. The response has just been insane. In any case, go listen to that. It's fantastic. I guarantee you guys are going to like it. And now for the part of the video that I haven't memorized, but is basically muscle memory at this point. Don't forget to support legal manga. Go to www.wherecanireadmanga.com to get the lowdown on where you can read manga for free, through a subscription or per volume, and do it all in a way that supports the manga industry, helps us get more manga, like this stuff right here. But until next time, folks, clap and hold. Oh, right. Happy reading. Move chair away from camera while smiling.